do. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, again. This is the last part of McBourbon's question on how I plan on making party number one. I'm sorry, I got into such a ramble that I forgot where I was going with my last point. So the last part is actually an automation of the budget department. This is where I realized the purpose of the budget department, but the whole idea that every department should manually request funds is not one that's realistic for some departments that literally have weekly expenses. NSLB, the fund department weekly contests that happen every week without a hitch, these just need continuous funds. They're things that need funds all the time. They literally need to be aligned in the budget. So I plan an automated task of continuously sending additional supplies to these functions on a regular basis. The only time NSLB should be able to request supplies is that they need more, not because they need supplies. The idea is to automate these things so these departments can run without a hitch, without a worry, without concern, because to be honest with you, the most scary thing about running NSLB as someone who's ran it in the past and in the present is that it takes a lot of time and it is very hectic when you're not sure if you're going to have the supplies to supply people. And when suddenly there's a sudden rise, not having enough supplies even to break even or to get all the supplies out, it's very scary when you don't have enough supplies where you have to keep begging for supplies and hope that someone sends you supplies immediately. So I want to speed up the whole process in which the budget department works by continuously keeping certain departments funded on a weekly basis. This to me will help clean up those processes and make them faster. Yes, I realize the budget department is, of course, going to be handled by people, but just like, think about it like this. It's not because of efficiencies or anything like that. It is down to the basis of reality. When you have something that you pay monthly, sometimes you'll have it set to automatically take out of a budget. This is what you do in real life. Why aren't we doing that? Well, I don't know. And I think I want to fix that. So I think this is my last thing I want to do to make the Fed a number one party. And I think everyone can understand it. It makes sense. It's logical. And if you have any questions about these plans, please let me know. Okay, so to go over the other ones. Reorganization and refunctioning and adding a few more departments. And of course, automation of the budget. And of course, the most important thing. Oh, Super Scope! No. I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun. So, with that said, you've heard my dirty plans. You've heard my secret plans, and yes, I'm sorry, I ramble on so much, and y'all are probably going, oh, why won't you do anything awesome? Sorry, I should probably grab my beeper soaker and just spray my mirror again like last year. Well, it wasn't last year, it was last month, right? But you know the months feel like years sometimes. Anyway, yes, I'll shut up now. Stupid DK, shut up. You're scaring everyone. Anyway, perhaps I should do some more juggling. This is really heavy, by the way. I don't know if anyone can tell. Yeah, juggle. Juggle for the audience. Yes. Tell me, is any party president juggling for your amusement? Amusing the people. Oh, actually, I had another thing to discuss. Actually, part of my plan that I didn't mention. I should do that before juggling, shouldn't I? Anyway, The last thing I want to add, see, the juggling is to grab your attention again. I know before the plan, but I didn't mention. Anyway, I apologize, but as you know, memory loss and so on. Anyway, sorry, I keep laughing. Anyway, my last thing is to create a method to bring the two clickers to be more active in party politics. How I plan on doing this? I noticed that we actually managed to do it by creating some eRepublic-wide contests to stir up. Now, we were doing that and then bringing them into NSLB and then bringing them into the forum, which, by the way, that really works very well. Making double whammies and hitting them with monies and things they want, and suddenly they become more active. I've actually done it many times. As it became less concerning, sometimes the party's agendas change. Each party president brings in what they consider important agenda for themselves and the current direction they want the party to take. And you'll notice that directors take those directions and do what they're told. And that usually results in that direction being upheld and done in a very particular way. My plan is to push into eRepublic, grab the two clickers, and bring them kicking and screaming back into the party by, well, see, Tyler, I think, said, like, bribes and all that stuff, but I don't see it that way. See, yes, I realize, leaving out some food and putting a fish hook and bringing, I don't see it as bribing, I just see it as incentive-based, okay? Because everyone likes incentives, except, well, the old guard don't like incentives. They always refused accepting contest rewards, but I don't, no, I rejected the lotto, like, when I was the fund director, and I had the R&R director running the lotto. Yeah, I know that's weird. Trust me, the department's, like, if you knew me back in the older days, I sometimes worked really well with some departments, and we'd end up walking into each other's departments. It was crazy. We all do a little bit of help in each department. Those are the old days, though, and now we're into the new days. And to that I say,